Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Data Anomaly Hunter's Scar, Season 3, Episode 1, Home Again. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. So go take a look at it, let us know what you think. For now, we'll go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Lightpaw. Who's a good girl?
Sorry, I'm still laughing so hard it choked.
Oh, that's what you're choking on. Okay.
Yeah, could we try to not kill the DM before session or storyteller before session?
But it just started. I waited. It wasn't before session at all.
Get it out of your systems. Hi, I'm the storyteller. I'm Lightpaw, Arrow, Aratan. You can see my name and my shiny icon lighting up. I am the storyteller. I am the GM. I am the one who is the everything but the players. Speaking of, Fulgur.
Hey, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Arcus and Fulgur, the brothers. They are an electric basic Harrismon. On to the Asher.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Asher, the Astral Light type Labramon. And God of Death, Lord of Evil, Master of all minions, undead, living, etc. He controls them all. Truly, truly. Off to the minion.
Hello, y'all. I am IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer, and I'll be playing Haboku, the Digimon, Necrotic Fire, and Minion of Asher. On to the chase.
Hello, I'm Drunk Drunken Aaron. I'm going to be playing Jace, the Growlmon, and Shadow Mythic type. And the player is currently trying not to cackle evilly, so excuse me while I mute myself and pass it over to Kotora.
Hello everybody, I'm Raharu. I'll be playing Kotora, the mythic fire type Gabumon. The cinnamon roll of the party. Unto you tell.
Yep. Hello, I am Talius, and I will be playing Riv, the mythic water type Vorvamon, who is an absolute nerd. And is not at all in the habit of horrifically exhausting himself at any given opportunity. Not at all. Nope. Sounds fake.
Not at all whatsoever.
Sounds fake.
So how many weeks are you in the coma this time?
Surprisingly not in a coma, although he got pretty close. He still had another 2 uses of his ability before he actually comaed himself. Instead, he's only going to be far less effective for not even a week. So it's not that bad this time. Could be far, far
All
worse.
right. And as is usual with the start of a new season, we do a prior season recap. So I'll turn it over to Tal and Era.
Yep.
Want me
Hello.
to shoot it first? Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Because if I remember correctly, this all started because Asher received a communication on a previous mission on the way back. He'd made a very executive decision that he was going to follow up on this communication, which was a distress signal from the forest area. Yay. We reported it to our heads, who just kind of gave us the proverbial shrug and go check it out, with all the confidence of a paramilitary organization should absolutely have that's pretending to be professional in any capacity. What's professionalism? I don't know. I think I'm from the wrong state.
They did actually give us an actual objective to complete before we left, though, which was most of that, if we were going over there anyway, we might as well check on, one of their researchers that had they had lost contact with them. So we were supposed to go check up on Naoki.
I remember that they're... Go ahead.
I said, unfortunately, we didn't exactly have a lot of up-to-date information on anything to do with what was going on with Naoki.
Nope, Naoki went somewhere alone as a researcher, somewhere where they shouldn't be, somewhere that later Jay stated was a very dangerous territory currently being run by a dictator cult leader, question mark?
That's a good way to describe him.
One who used absolute authority, was terrorizing the forest for quite a while with an authoritarian grip. And bad stuff, bad stuff, bad stuff. Also something about a ghost and something about a library. With a librarian that should honestly just go into sales.
Kotora and Fulgur shudder.
Any add-ons, Tal, before I start rambling again?
From that part, no, because that was mostly just our period of time that while we were actually still back in town and before everything immediately went to hell.
Yeah, so next section. We like trains. I like trains. Trains. 2 days of trains. Do you know what we
Yes.
forgot to mention? We forgot to mention the old rich fool on the first train, honestly, but maybe we shouldn't talk about him because we kind of burnt him down the ground.
Yeah, that was on the way back anyway. Didn't matter too much.
Yeah, that's previous season. But
I
yes,
would like-
train.
I would like to point out that was kind of the first time the entire party was agreeing on something.
Ah, everybody in the party apparently hates fat rich people. Gotcha.
Well, only that
Conceited.
particular one, because that he was just insulting us left and right.
Conceited, stuck up, full of himself.
Yep.
Somehow
But,
gross.
Yeah, on the next train, we had a whole lot of good interpersonal moments, a lot of discussions, showing some actual additional teamwork with each other. And then there was also the fact that there was gambling. A lot of gambling.
The
because
best part of all games.
Yes, of course, the place had to have a bunch of gambling, and we kind of took advantage of that, and over half the party ended up gambling. I don't think we turned any particular amount of profit or losses, but that is secondary to the fact of yeah, we were just kind of gambling for like a session.
Yep. When we did finally get to town after the train, because we like trains, we found the town was not seeming to be in a very comfortable place. It seems that I believe it was a Leomon and a Bearmon.
Yeah,
that
and
Grizzly
the town's
Mon?
name was Noyato.
Yep, Noyato. The train was blocked from going any further, even though it was supposed to take us further in. Seems that a certain person decided that trains are no longer allowed to go any further because the train was supposed to go to some sort of beach town after this, and they couldn't anymore, and there was an argument, and after, some people wandering off because they won't eat anything green, even if you remove the green, because green was in its proximity, like, an apple-flavored Wondermeal bar. Somebody ran
Green
out
is
to go and
poison.
get food. So Asher keeps telling us. But yeah, we decided not to stick around town because the limited amount of time we spent in the town, somebody was watching us the entire time, or at least that's the impression a lot of us got. So we made the executive decision to not, which was probably a very wise choice. Going towards the forest, we found the talls are tall.
Very tall. The tallest
Very tall talls. The tallest of talls were tall. We ran across an area that looked like it had recently been taken over by trees. That was a barn or possibly a farmhouse. It looks like most of the food had been completely consumed in the area, and the forest was a lot further than Jace ever remembered it being. This all felt really strange. We went further in. We ran into, what were those tree and mushroom guys called?
They were a collection of like Palmon and Woodmon, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Wrapped up in tree roots. The trees were draining them. We made a platform. We started nursing them back to health. Things started getting party. And then something about honey that was on the trees that was clear yet made everything go numb. So I had to talk like an idiot for an entire session.
Also,
Which is
Groove showed up.
All right, Grooves. We don't talk about Grooves. Grooves needs to stay in the box far away from us. Because I will stab that man. We
Green Grooves. Oh, no, continue.
You make that mistake all you want there, girly.
That is a self-inflicted injury if you bring
Yes.
Grooves up.
That is on you. I am not gonna. Nobody's gonna save you from that one. All right, let's see. Well, after getting them to a point where they could somewhat talk, they tried to drag us away from the main quest, which we said no. Then decided to go further and then met Naoki, whom definitely should not have been allowed to go here alone by any proximity ever. Whoever made the decision to let this one go anywhere by themselves without a collar and leash is problems. She seemed to have been a little messed up, a little jittery. Asher was able to fix it. She didn't want to go. There was a thing nearby, a fancy thing, a ruins type thing that was hard to get into, and she was trying to figure out how to get into it because she wanted to get into it because nobody else had been into it, which attracted Rue's attention because he wanted to go into it, which he was deafened by a flymon that attacked us at some point in time in that particular early conversation, and he went deaf, which required surgery, which Kotora didn't want him to have surgery because surgery out in the woods is dangerous. But he kind of needed surgery because he was missing one of his major senses, and some of the party didn't want to go in when somebody was missing one of their major senses. We tried to reach out to the guild to go ahead, or the guild, the DHH leadership to get some direction of whether or not we should investigate this place or just come back, using a little bit of hacking ability that Jace decided to reveal, even though he probably shouldn't have, or maybe he should have. It doesn't really matter. It's done. We got a response that they were sending a team to come help us. That team was going to take a while. We tried to hang in the same spot for a little while to wait up for them, but things were getting a little nerve-wracking because we knew that the one Flymon had escaped. So we went ahead and we finally started to move inwards. I missed some things. Riv, take over.
Yeah. So other minor important details, which is that Asher had been collecting a whole lot of very strange and unique data along the way, with ideas of putting it towards further use, including the strange tree sap, some things to do about the various forest guardian minions we were coming across. And Riv happened to steal the Flymon's stinger at one point during the fight because it was almost killing us by itself. And so we just kind of decided, all right, whatever it takes kind of victory. There was a whole lot of discussion, let's put it, over the actual next steps we should take, which had led to the checkup that we did with the DAH, which was mostly just inconclusive. We did not get a whole lot of good information out of it, and we were kind of stuck in a massive rainstorm at this point, so we also needed to get to cover because we were down by the riverbanks originally, and those were flooding and fast. So we couldn't stay in our current location, which is supposed to be where the DAH people were going to be meeting us up at in order to give us further instruction. And so we ended up kind of being forced into leaving. So we went towards the ruins anyway and discovered that there was a whole lot of things going on inside of those ruins. First of which was strange and rather, let's just say, determined spirits / ghosts / whatever you want to call them that kept reappearing constantly a good bit of time after we defeat them. Luckily, we happen to know that. But
I can take over from now. This is the part I can cover.
All right.
I will say one thing did get missed. Asher did use his ability on Haboku to unpack his data a bit.
Oh, right, we entered Cubeland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cube land, and then we got basically no real information. It just kind of had to go, well, shit, we have to look at this later. This is a lot, actually.
And Kotora ended up
Also,
fighting.
there exists a saucy picture of Jace out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kotora ended
Forgot
up and Kotora ended up trying to take a bite out of the data for some reason. He ended up getting his mouth frozen for for his hubris.
Alrighty. Volker's Rune Log 1. We find ourselves in a glacial cave with crystals shitting out from some of the walls, and various pieces of furniture around the place, one of which is a table with various things on it, but most notable is a journal titled Adventure Log. And a glacial blue ice dragon Digimon is sitting in the chair and picks up the journal and begins to read. Log entry 1. The Catacombs of Ephesus. I, Volker. The journey to the ruins began with Arcus in control, and the group starting to pack up and get ready to head to the ruins in the morning, after Riv's hearing was treated the previous day, due to reasons I feel like caused. As the group woke up, they found that the rain had gotten worse, and was looking like the nearby river was going to flood soon. So they hurried up their packing and made their way to the ruins entrance to explore the ruins and get away from the river. Once they got to the ruins, the group started to make a bit of a base camp and looked around the area as the way further into the ruins had been covered in rubble, and found there used to be traps. They were long since disabled, having aged or been stripped from the place by looters, and found no hidden passages further inside, other than the way that was blocked. The group did, however, find out that the object in the center used to be a brazier, so I was glad I wasn't in control during that, as heat like that would have melted me for sure back then, if I had my body. After looking around, Asher started noticing this place felt wrong, and when Arcus asked further, Asher stated that the place was desecrated, and that it was a tomb, and that there are undead here, which finally confirmed to me some things about Asher. And then Arcus asked what an undead was, and immediately after, a ghost came out of the wall and basically told us to leave or face the consequences. But they ended up asking the ghost questions, to which we got very little information, but still gave us hints to how the tomb came to end up in the state it currently is. And the ghost, after a while, went back through the wall. And we didn't get into a fight with it. After the ghost encounter, they tried to tidy up the place to get rid of the place being desecrated, while Asher was working on excavating the rubble with their special ability. While tidying up the place, Arcus put wood into the brazier, and then Haboku lit the brazier. Arcus and Riv then went out to get more wood for the brazier, and had Kotora dry the wood, as it was drenched from the rain, so the group could use it for the brazier later. Then Asher came up with an idea on how to excavate the rubble faster, and used his special ability again, and this time made all the rubble disappear. And what was left was more ruin and more ghosts. These ghosts, though, did not give us any warnings, and had to fight them. After the group defeated the 3 ghosts, they continued further into the ruins and eventually found a library that Arcus and Asher tried to hide, but Riv saw. And this library had even more ghosts. After defeating the additional ghosts, the group ended up resting inside the library while Riv cataloged the library. However, after an hour, the ghosts came back, and the group was forced back to the entrance as they hadn't recovered from the previous fight. After getting back to the entrance, where the ghosts couldn't seem to get to, Kotora tried to talk to one of the ghosts, but couldn't due to the type of undead they were. The group eventually rested, and then after waking up, did a ghost target practice, defeating them, and then exploring more of the floor of the ruins, dispatching ghosts as they went. Eventually, they discover a room filled with Digimon skeletons, and Asher animates 3 of them to help us as the group explores deeper. The group then decided to head to the next floor, which was way more open, and began investigating the floor. Kotora and Riv found some odd creches that didn't have any skeletons inside, and an inscription but couldn't translate it. And the group stumbled upon more ghosts and dispatched them. After exorcising the ghosts, Arcus had noticed where they had come from and led the others over where the group found various rooms that seemed to be related to dealing with the dead. The group then started exploring the rooms, and one of Asher's skeletons suddenly collapsed, leaving Asher with 2 skeletons. And then Arcus noticed a door at the end of the hall and opened it, revealing it to be the loudest possible door in existence. Personal note, I never want to hear that again. Behind the loudest door, filled with a couple of tables and ritual garments in the lockers without doors. Wait, what? Okay, I must have messed up that little section.
I was about to ask, was that part of the script?
It was, but then it was weird, like it suddenly cuts. I can add on to a little bit of this, though, because I just remembered.
Who broke my synth?
You
This
keep
is
letting him.
Mindscape, and this is not my synth.
You keep letting him get into the hash browns.
I can't stop him. I can't keep him away from the McDonald's that he keeps breaking into, okay? It ain't my fault anymore. I've tried rope, I've tried chain, I've tried duct tape. Somehow he always manages to get there.
Reprogram him.
I've tried. Somebody burnt that code on his hard disk.
No,
Yeah, it's
no.
hard-coded.
You just need to put a road cone in front of the McDonald's doors. The actual humans will be able to, get around it. But because the programming is going to prevent him from traveling where road cones are.
Initiating traffic override.
Motions at Gimund.
I don't think you could put a captcha in existence that would stop him from getting to the hash browns.
Yes,
He
I've
would
given
solve
up.
unsolvable math equations in order to get at them.
Well, at least, put in some of those, math equations and stuff that you could get money for, so that way he solves them to get to it.
Good plan.
This is a fun
Anyway.
conversation. Yeah, this is a fun conversation, but we shouldn't be doing this in the middle of the recap.
Okay, I have this room does have another thing that happens that I didn't mention in this, so I could add that to maybe smooth things along.
Thumbs up.
While in the garment room, Asher looked under the table, though I don't quite know why. After note, later I found out Asher was looking for symbols related to him being the god of death. After the garment room, the group then enters what seemed to be an old guard room that seemed to be similar to the Henka runes in terms of time period. And then the group encounters a temporal anomaly. A room that, when looked from the outside, looks the same as everything else. But when the group enters inside, the room looks like it hasn't aged a day since before it became a ruin. The group then began investigating the temporal anomaly room and found markings, well, banners with markings, and discovered they were the symbol for the ancient kingdom of Ephesos, a kingdom of mainly Lekesmon that existed centuries ago. Asher then got into a data fight with the banner in the temporal anomaly room. Then the group decided to rest in the temporal anomaly room. After resting, the group found more stairs that led into another part of the ruins that had various paintings, and a chamber with another ghost inside. However, this ghost was different in that the group were able to talk to it, and learned many things about the ruins and guardians from the ghost, who was apparently Queen Selene of the ancient kingdom. One of the things they talked about was a lantern that would help us reveal things. And Riv asked so many questions that I only really remember the lantern being talked about. And the group went looking for the lantern, which turned into its own adventure of misfortune that I am glad I was not a part of, as the secret room that held the lantern was found. Arcus and the others had looked for traps, but while Haboku and Asher noticed the trap, Riv failed to notice the trap that the lantern was a part of. So Riv, before Asher or Haboku could stop Riv took the lantern and caused the doors to the room to close, trapping them inside. And what followed was many failed attempts to get out of the room. Until finally, Asher took the air out of the room, forcing Haboku and Riv to break the wall, which finally succeeded and ended the trapped room saga. After
I see
the
we're
room,
undergoing historical revisionism. Riv had assistance on that check, I'll have you know. I wonder who was assisting him.
Everybody's eyes slowly shift. Focus in.
I mean, you guys found the one trap still active in this ruin.
that's the funny part. After the room, TM, the group headed back to the entrance, then back to the library where Riv had become a cardboard cutout. So Naoki, Arcus, and Kotora looked through and cataloged some of the library while using the lantern, while Jace, Haboku, and Asher did target practice. Then we rested for the night, while other members of the group took watches. On one of the watches, Kotora had heard arguing outside, and Jace and Haboku went to investigate, and came back with the reinforcements we had asked for. I then think a 30-minute conversation on Digimon on height was had. Arcus then somehow sleptwalk over to a cooked feast that one of the reinforcements had brought with them, and ate it to the Digimon who caught its dismay. And then Asher gained the power to give someone sleep apnea. After the rest was completed, the most terrifying thing I have ever seen occurred to me in Arcus. Riv asks for the lantern from Arcus by saying, I have research to finish. We are going to the library now. And Arcus immediately runs to the library with the lantern active, without eating breakfast first. After Riv started looking through the library, Arcus wanted to have breakfast, so he pulled out a ration and tried to eat, but the menacing Riv noticed, and Arcus was forced to leave the room to eat and forgot about Kotora not having eaten breakfast either. While Arcus ate breakfast in the entrance, leaving Kotora to his library fate. Arcus Haboku.
He was left there for the entire day.
Abandoned.
Show of hands.
Skill
Show of hands,
issue.
chat. Who has forgotten to eat for an entire day before?
I plead the 5th and the 6th.
Yeah, I'm not answering that.
Arcus
It's okay, I've got
Haboku
lots
and-
of fat stores.
Arcus, Haboku, and Asher explain to the reinforcements what's been going on while Jace and one of the reinforcements goes fishing. Eventually, Riv finishes up in the library, with Kotora coming out looking very hangry. And Arcus gives Kotora rations to make up for abandoning Kotora to the Riv. And the group begins to formulate a plan on what to do next. And the group ends up deciding to fix what's going on with the place and get out before the terrible guardian who needs to be taught a lesson for all the things they've done notices. So the group starts heading towards the passage we were told by Celine would lead towards the place that needs fixing. After heading through the passage, the group emerges in the center of the forest with a giant tree, and Celine outside in front of the giant tree telling us our options for fixing the place, which are restoring the seal, and continuing to maintain the seal over generations, or let the place reset by destroying the seal. The group decided to go with destroying the seal in hopes of finding a more permanent solution in the future, letting the terrible guardian deal with the initial aftermath. However, as the group was fleeing, the guardian and the loud Flymon appeared and were forced to fight, and managed to win, killing the guardian and the Flymon fleeing again. After the fight, the group managed to collect themselves, with Riv, Arcus, Haboku, Kotora, and Naoki piggybacked on the now Black Growlmon X Jace. And Jace told us he could teleport all of us somewhere, and eventually it was decided for Jace to teleport us all back to the Noyado, the border town, then take the train back to Kinzo. But when we arrived, the group discovered a pillory had been built with a bird scarecrow Digimon inside, and a Gaomon outside. The group, however, did not immediately investigate the pillory, and instead went to the train station, as the group and I wanted to go back to Kinzo, where we found a black toy Agumon scamming people with high ticket prices. And Asher told Haboku to get the Gaomon we saw earlier. And eventually, after what seemed a little longer than it should, came back with the Gaomon. I said Haboku, right?
Yes. I think so.
By the way,
Anyway,
it turns out that the Gaomon and the old forest guardian Ritsu were related. So that's fun.
Surprise!
Yeah, nobody asked about
brothers.
that.
I think everybody looked at that statement and went, "Oh, that sucks." Anyways,
Yeah, I was about to say, like, there wasn't much to elaborate on for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
what was that one Soka mean? That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, the
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough,
really
buddy.
funny.
What?
Yeah, that's what Zuko says in Avatar in response to
Yeah.
Sokka saying, "My girlfriend turned into the moon." That's
Yeah.
rough, buddy.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not addressed any more than that.
What do you say to that sentence, though? So, I get it. Yeah, my girlfriend totally became the moon. Oof. Anyways,
Moving
Yeah,
on.
and
from-
that was us about the Ritsu thing. Like, oh, my brother was the forest guardian. Damn, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think only Jace was in character to actually hear that. But yeah, I don't think we could have said anything else, honestly.
I think I said sorry, and he said he was an asshole or something like that. And Jace is like, and that is a sign to move on from that.
Mao.
And it's now a bright new day, and you guys are on a trail mon that you didn't have to pay for a ticket.
It's not done yet. I just.
Gimund underscore tipped $10. Fogwater hopped the rock face like tree no udle him. Tradition.
What?
Thank you for that tip, Gimund. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed, and fair enough. Enough said.
Don't
Yeah.
teach my hamster to suck eggs.
I think he was perfectly clear with that.
You will give me
Very
a
much
bottle.
so.
A generous bestowal.
I see what I have done.
IDDoThings tipped $10. Raz
You did this to
points.
yourself.
Thank you for the tip, Ido.
Alright. And after Haboku came back with the Galmon, the group then explained what was going on to the Galmon, who ran off to get the Galgamon we met earlier. And after telling the Galgamon what happened, the black toy Agumon was sent to the pillory as well. The group then learned from the Galgamon what happened after we parted ways, and that the bird Scarecrow Digimon had gone crazy 30 minutes prior. Curious, Kotora and Arcus wanted to ask them questions. But when they got there, the Galmon who was watching the Scarecrow had apparently knocked them out again, causing Arcus to get Jace and Asher and bring them to the pillory so the group could wake them up and ask our questions. After Jace and Asher were brought to the pillory, Asher woke up the Scarecrow, and we learned that they need some serious help in asking nicely for things, and that Ritsu had been apparently siphoning power from the forest Digimon. When he was killed, most likely all that power returned to the rightful Digimon. But before the group left, Asher used his special ability on the Scarecrow, and they turned back into a worm Digimon. And Asher now having a strange Digi-Egg in their paws, which Arcus looked it over and said that it was an ancient thing, and Asher wanted to do research on it later. So the group went to an inn to rest. End of log 1.
It was quite a big log. Nice. Very nice.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Blue underscore bat 15 tipped $5.
That was a dank recap, bruh.
Yeah, very nice recap overall.
Thank you for that tip, Blue Bat.
I wanted to do it from Folger's perspective through all that.
Nice, huh?
Very nice work, Han.
You did great.
And now he's not going to be able to talk for the next 2 hours.
I'm sorry.
Also,
It's
Haboku,
okay,
it totally was
Papa.
you.
Now, what was that at Tara?
Obviously, it was you that broke my Gimund.
Obviously not on purpose.
Giving this another second to see if we get any more tips or influences.
No, it's gonna wait until you start up, so might as well just bite the bullet, buddy.
Not what I usually buy, but okay. So, bright and early the next morning, you guys are able to board the Trailmon without paying for tickets.
Weren't we gonna question somebody in the morning?
No, we
Oh.
did. We ended up doing that. We ended up questioning the scarecrow before we went to the inn to rest.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we just kind of went, we don't want to wait until the morning. Question them now.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do something before we left. But
No. Well, the town's still here.
I know Fulgur wants to do things too.
Asher's going to erase the town.
Pretty sure I'm already going to be erasing a town. We don't need to erase this one. What were you guys planning to do in the town?
Well, I want to do. First of all, I want to ask the person at the inn to lend me their kitchen so I can cook something.
I mean, breakfast isn't a very important meal.
Yeah. But it's yeah. But
The Digimon that's in there looks very, very happy to take a break.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to cook. I think I'm going to try and cook breakfast for the party, but I'm also making an extra meal for somebody else. One moment, I'm getting into fantasy grounds. Whoops. So I can make a cooking roll.
Okay, was anyone else planning to do anything in town?
Fulgur's gonna go over to the Jace bed when he wakes up.
Oh no.
So Fulgur's gonna probably go outside of the inn. You're actually big now.
We did not catch any of that.
Yeah.
Wow, you're actually big now.
Yeah. And
Hi.
hi.
You see the mark out around the Harrismon's eye, and the eye is red color.
Oh, it's the other one.
I know your one.
The other brother. Fulgur. Not Arcus.
Yeah.
Did your brother even leave you notes?
Asher has done something, so I'm always aware of what Arcus is doing.
Oh.
It's
Well,
just I
welcome back.
have to leave notes for Arcus.
Well, could be worse. Can I help you at all, buddy? At all?
Yeah. Two things. One, when we get back, actually both involved when we get back, But the first one is, I'm pretty sure I'm not technically registered with the DAH, only Arcus is.
All right. And the second thing?
Well, Volker looks a little more anxious. I want to do a certain spell, and I want to help one of your performances while doing it.
You want to attend one of the open mic nights I go to be flashy. All right.
Mainly, I just want to. I think I sort of got into the situation with Arcus. I sort of lost a little bit of my typing, and I want to reconnect to it a little bit. So, but I didn't want to do it. Just. And Volker starts trailing off.
You're adorable. Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, sure. You want something to hide behind, that's fine.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs!
Oh, jeez, there's been a lot of
How many
these.
influences are gonna come in?
A lot.
There,
gonna get
I mean,
quite
this
a
is
wave.
only the second one tonight. The other two were
Yeah.
from before prior weeks.
Yeah, so that puts us like 4 right now. Oh boy.
Yes.
It was an egg.
That's why it felt like there was more. The two prior.
Yep, that would do it.
Garu, you have spoken into existence. People are going to start thinking now.
And there you go, Lightpaw.
Yep. I've got it noted down.
You need to ride in my head.
Well, first of all, can we exchange bracelets since I'm back in control for a little bit?
I never took mine off.
Wait, what? Volker is now looking at his bracelet.
Yeah, I never took it off.
Volker's just gonna be like,
What?
just another Arcus thing. Got it.
I'm confused.
You're not the only one.
Did he do something to the bracelet?
No, I just told him to switch, the bracelet color. Like the blue one versus the orange one.
Oh. Okay.
Now I'm just imagining Arcus sitting in a room with a permanent marker coloring over a gem. There, the blue one's now orange. The orange one's now blue. Problem solved.
Somehow.
Yeah, because nobody ever asked Jace for the bracelet. He's just been wearing it.
Funny. Well, you know where Asher is?
Thumbs at the end. Because I'm assuming Asher went inside to sleep.
Yes.
In there somewhere.
Yeah, I have a lot to talk about with him. And Folger's gonna start heading back towards the inn.
Okay, speaking of Asher, what are Asher and Haboku up to right now?
Haboku slept outside with Ace, and assuming he wasn't woken up, he's still asleep.
Despite Jace standing up when Fulgur comes out, Haboku's still asleep.
I'm assuming Haboku's on his head or something at this point in time in the fluff. So he might still be lost in the fluff.
Bumps in the fluff.
And if that's not a life goal. So, Riv, what are you up to?
Probably complaining lightly that he just slept and he's already tired still. He still has 14 exhaustion.
I see. And are you still tied to the bed, or has that been downgraded to duct tape?
Probably up to, that's probably up to his brother.
Kotora, is Riv tied to the bed or duct taped?
Neither. Kotora wouldn't do that. Not right now, at least. There's no reason.
Yeah, it's not like he's going anywhere. Asher!
Asher is probably going to go wander the town. Until the trade arrives, anyways.
Are you going to wait for breakfast or just heading out immediately?
Well, considering he doesn't know when it's that it's even being made, probably heading out immediately. You can go pick something up in town.
Okie dokie. The town is, as previously stated, very, very busy. There are a lot of refugees who are giving you a wide berth, and a fair few refugees who aren't.
He is all for them giving him a wide berth. It is his right to have a space in the crowd.
It does seem like none of the local people have really even bothered opening any of the shops they had. The only things that are really running are the inn, the bakery, and the blacksmith, and the bakery and the blacksmith are just insanely busy trying to keep up with all of the refugees. There is a town hall, but the town hall is packed full of refugees, and you can catch the occasional Agumon inside of catch sight of the occasional Agumon getting shoved isn't quite the right word, getting jostled from Digimon to Digimon. Not many of them look like they've had much sleep either.
Well, he's mostly just going to be wandering about. Since the bakery is busy, he'll probably eat one of his rations and just continue on.
Okie dokie. Fulgur, if you are wanting to
Actually-
find... Yes?
He's going to be going to the town hall.
Okay. This isn't the noisiest place you've ever been, but it is really darned close.
He
There are
supposes he
quite a
should.
few-
He supposes he should at least do one good thing today. You know.
Okay, and what is that going to be?
Well, he's going to request to speak with the mayor or whoever's in charge.
Alrighty. Do me a favor and give me an etiquette roll off of mind, if you would, please. Or soul, your choice.
Well, social roles are soul. So, would be soul. No, Firefox, I don't want that.
What was Firefox doing?
Trying to offer me some open or pin a thing to taskbar or something. I don't know.
Weird.
Rufus?
No, apparently I guess I can pin, Oh, that's not me.
That's the viewer cam.
I'll put one soul into this. So... yeah, I'll stick with 4.
Okie dokie. With a 4, you were able to find... with a 4, you were able to find a Woodmon who directs you to a Toy Agumon who directs you to another Agumon who directs you to eventually one of the Galmon who directs you to go find Tatsu. Because at this point they think Tatsu's in charge? Question mark.
So, nobody's actually in charge. Got it. No wonder this place is a mess. He will give up then. Partially because they already know what's going on, so...
Okie dokie.
He was just going to inform the mayor that the guardian is dead, so the refugees could go home.
Oh, yeah. Tatsu's probably going to get around to telling the actual town elders that at some point. Eventually.
Eventually.
He put in the effort to, you know, do a good deed for the day. Now he can go back to being evil.
Fulgur, give me an investigation roll to attempt to find Asher.
Oh, I need to copy the formula. That's actually a lot more than I thought.
Oh, and I do see Kotora did make the roll. Okay.
Oops.
I could have sold those ones first. Then I'll decide what to do with the roll from there. That's now a 1. A 3.
Yeah, there are just too many Digimon milling about this one Centauramon town. You cannot get a heads or tails of where any specific person is, even a party member.
Yeah, and especially with him and social anxiety. Yeah, he's heading back to the inn.
Okay, Kotora. You are able to, mostly from your own supply, but with the materials and equipment at hand, you're able to make a fan-freaking-tastic breakfast spread for the party.
Who is actually still in the inn?
That's a good question.
Riv is, I think Jace is. Haboku is too, I think.
Jace is chilling outside.
Is he outside near the inn, or is he outside outside of the town?
No, he's outside the inn because he got an invite from somebody and they were drinking last night.
Okay, good. In that case, most people are nearby.
A gleaming endowment.
Chaosum tipped $25. Breakfast for the breakfast gods.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that tip. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you so much.
Okay. Kotora is going to set all the breakfast that he made for the party at a specific table, and what should we call it? He's gonna come out out of the inn for a moment and go towards where Jace and Haboku are. And he's going to actually,
Well, before we get there, why don't you describe what you have made? The delicious, delicious breakfast you've prepared for your party. Lovingly and expertly, I might add.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Regin tipped $5. Just don't say the hash browns word.
Thank you for the tip, Raijin.
well, thanks for writing. There are no potatoes in this breakfast.
About that.
Shh, we're not there yet.
Well, I suppose I'd be cooking what you may call it. I'd be cooking partly. I was thinking I'd be cooking something that's of whatever they had available at the inn, if the Digimon allowed me to.
He doesn't seem to raise any objections, and like I said, he seems to be very happy that somebody's giving him a break. Most of the supplies aren't really anything to write home about. You do have the basic staple foods, rice, potatoes, some basic vegetables here and there. A lot of it they seem to be running out of, but just, typical tavern food.
Oh, I know then. Perfect. I will make some jelly-filled donuts.
Onigiri, got it.
Yes, exactly.
A gleaming endowment.
Mr. Dragon 114 tipped $25.
Mr. Dragon, thank you so very much for that tip. That is the third tier of the tip goal completed.
Yeah. So Kotora is going to make a bunch. Kotora is going to make a bunch of onigiris. And also, he's going to ask the Digimon if he has a belt that he could borrow.
The Digimon wants to know if this is borrow or keep.
I just said borrow.
Yeah, he's fine with borrow. It's nothing fancy, just a little rope belt, but
No, not a belt, a bell.
bell. Bell. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a bell available for ring, 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 ring.
Yeah. Yeah. Once the onigiris are set at table and Kotora has set some aside for something later, Kotora is going to go ahead towards where Jason and Haboku are, and he's going to begin ringing the bell and saying, "Breakfast is ready."
Jace just blinks, looks at the sound of the bell, mumbles something about that being a little extra. Will take
Kotora-
Haboku off his head.
Kotora seems happy.
Huh? Food?
Food.
Food time.
And Haboku is rushing off into the inn.
Yeah.
Jace is gonna do that mean thing where he holds him off the ground to see if he runs in place for a little bit before setting him down.
I was literally just imagining the Scooby-Doo running animation.
I want to see if he does the dog over water swimming in the air thing. Except running on the ground that his feet aren't on yet.
He does. Excited doggo. Oh, no think.
Well, it's kind of hard to think. Felt you only had a brain. But yeah, set him down, shift medium, go for food.
Yeah. Also, what you may call it? I guess Kotora would go to see if Riff has woken up.
Yeah, he definitely woke up already. It's just that he hasn't moved because he still has, I think 14 exhaustion. Yeah, 14 exhaustion.
Yeah, makes sense. So Kotora is going to leave a tray of onigiris near Riv.
Riv will like look over at the onigiri, move like an inch towards it, and then just go, "I'll get there eventually."
Did you want me to put thing in your mouth?
No, I'll get there eventually.
Okay, just try and relax, bro. You are you need rest. Obviously.
I should get ready to give a bunch of reports when we get back.
No. If you need to write, let me help you out with that later. Right now, you need to rest. Please.
Okay, I'm just gonna start mentally writing everything then.
Fair enough.
Okay. Fulgur,
Yee?
when you get to the inn, you see that there is a table that's been reserved for you guys, and Kotora has left out a plate of food specifically for you that's different from the others, because everyone else has their rice balls, but you've got a plate that is piled high with grilled potatoes, topped with fried fish patties.
Oh my god.
And that is just so thoughtful of Kotora to do that for you.
I mean, if you really want me to, I could actually specifically fill Fulgur's on a gears with potatoes.
Oh, this
No,
was
I
an
think that's what
influence.
Do that.
Fair enough.
You do not have control over what you actually give him.
Fair enough.
That is not at all what you prepared.
Thumbs up.
Fulgur's just gonna look at that.
It smells very appetizing. The fish
Also-
patties are perfectly crisp and golden brown.
New chairs here, and oh my god, it feels so nice to have a chair back.
Hey.
Hey, Ray.
The instant relief.
Congratulations.
He's got a jolly good chair, for he's a jolly good chair.
Huge thanks to Rex for actually building it. Very huge thanks.
Nice one, Rex. You're a good boy.
Thank you, Rex.
Haboku, you're second in line. You get there right after Fulgur. But only because Fulgur had a massive head start.
I can, and it took him a bit to realize Jace was holding him still. Before Jace just lets him go and he zips in.
You have to when you have a dog that is that excitable. You have to see how long it takes them sometimes.
Yeah, Fulgur's just staring at the mountain.
Ew. Arcus, are you gonna share that?
Fulgur's just still staring at it, like, I don't really like hot food, and that's a lot.
Kotora wouldn't actually make hot food for Fulgur if he knew Fulgur was there.
Yeah, but this is the influence, so
I know.
Fulgur's just staring at the mountain of food.
Did somebody else just put that there?
You weren't watching. You can't see.
I mean, I will say, technically, it does not say that it's hot. It might have been prepared hot, but that doesn't mean it stayed hot.
Jace just grabs some of the food and sits down like this is normal.
Fulgur's gonna probably take one of the fish patties, or at least a couple of the fish patties, on a plate, and then continue to go look for Asher who's hopefully at the end now.
Hopefully.
No, bye, Arcus. Huh? Then Haboku will finally notice the mark. Oh. Well, Arcus is gone now. But Folger's back. But Arcus is gone.
Oh.
Get used to that every time they switch.
Mini depressive episode from the doggo.
Precious puppy.
And Pupperino.
It's probably not going to last long. There's food for him right over there.
Yeah. And then food.
As for Asher, no, he is not going back to the inn yet. He is actually going to be, he's going to be surveying all the shops around. In particular, he does want to get a souvenir from the place. A god of death is allowed to be nostalgic. And he was denied the banner from the dungeon. I mean, yeah, he's got the little necklace, the pendant thing, but... yeah.
I mean, you
banner
absolutely
one.
could have taken the banner. It just was completely and totally and utterly ruined by the time you went to collect it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you okay, Lipa? What happened?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you die a little that time?
I'm still giggling. Give me a check. What you're able to find.
Okay. Gosh darn it, gotta bring that back up. This one I'll probably do mind. And investigation with forceful. He is stomping through town like he owns the place. I'll just lock that in. A 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
You interrogate a couple of terrified locals who anyway, terrified locals who eventually direct you to one of the shops. The door is open. The sign's missing.
Sus. But he's going in anyways.
Real quick to answer your question, there's vtuber is a Dragon Ball character. He's specifically a fusion of what you may call it, Goten and Trunks, the two kids from the Buu saga.
I haven't
But yeah.
watched Dragon Ball, so I don't know.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair enough. But I mean, Goten's personality is like, he's just a very cocky and childish individual because he's a fusion of two kids.
One of whom is Vegeta's kid.
Exactly. One that actually grew up with Vegeta as a father. So, yeah. A Digimon that will be really full of himself. I mean, there's probably...
I'm not
Why
gonna
don't
say it's
you know?
Asher, but-
Earlier you were saying that we should stay on track here. I responded
Okay,
to
go
it
ahead.
in the stream chat for a reason.
Okay, go ahead.
The shop does have various sundry goods. It's essentially a sundries shop. A very, very harassed looking Koromon. Koromon? Oh, my brain just shut down. Yes, Koromon is behind the counter at the till. But it's pretty slim pickings. The only thing you're able to find is a the only thing you're able to find is a the only thing worth finding is a leather pet collar.
Really? Nothing else?
You got 2 successes, my dude.
Well, I guess I'll take the influence one then. He'll take the nice collar. So, how much?
Oh gosh, I should have actually looked at some of the character sheets to see how much money you guys do have.
That's how much I
Practically
spent
none.
on random shit already.
Technically, not a whole lot.
I mean, Kotora has some. He didn't spend all that much before coming to this adventure.
Yeah.
Asher has very little because he kind of bought a whole bunch of supplies for us.
And then
Yeah.
refused to take any money from anybody. You
But
should have
then
some
he
money. There was Jace was reverse pickpocketing you.
Yeah, Folker reverse pickpocketed Asher.
I
So you
remember
should
that.
have a couple of bites.
Yeah, I do. I got 22.
Yep.
And bites are the local equivalent of gold, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doubles is a
Yeah.
silver, bit is a copper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the collar was marked at 8 bytes.
Damn, that's an expensive color.
To be fair, it's been scratched out a few times and marked over. It might not have always been priced at 8 bytes.
Well, what did it say before that?
Quite a few things. It looks like it's going through a price surge due to the fact that there's basically nothing here anymore. You do think you can probably talk the Koromon down.
Well, I mean, you don't really have much in the way of souvenirs for me here. So, but I guess I'll take this, but that is way too expensive. And how many people are going to be buying something like this anyways? Maybe one of those perverts out there?
Why do you want it?
I'm going to go put it on my minion.
For the audience, you could see an ellipsis forming between them.
Oh, says who's gonna buy it? One of those perverts says one of the most perverted things possible, even if it should be taken literally.
This Koromon did it to himself.
This Koromon now realizes that if he asks any more questions, he will receive answers. Does he want those answers, or does he want this customer to leave now?
8 nibbles and you never come back.
What was that, Lightpaw?
They can never come back, I think.
So 8 nibbles and you could never, or 8 nibbles and you never come back.
Oh.
Sir, deal.
Asher has been banned.
Asher does not plan to come back here anyways. Though this does give me an idea. I should probably go get a nice,
The door closes and locks behind you. Before you finish saying that.
Not fair. He's gonna go over to the blacksmith next.
There is a line at the blacksmith's.
I guess I can just get it when I actually bring him out. Probably should get it fitted then. And next, Asher's going to be heading to the train station to wait. And that's where he'll enjoy his rations.
Wow.
Did he not hear the bell for the delicious, delicious breakfast?
He was not told about it, no.
He was out in town when it became a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he actually go back near the inn? I doubt he did.
No. He never went back to the inn after leaving, so...
Yeah, then he wouldn't have known, I don't think.
Unless you're, like, ringing the town bell, but then I don't think he'd have any idea that it was like, come get dinner!
No, I don't think that would be a breakfasty event thing. That would be we're under attack.
Yeah.
Again.
Is there some, like, weird situation that I have to get involved with now?
So, I guess Kotora would ask while we're all eating breakfast together if anybody has seen Asher, because we're all eating without Asher.
He
I
wandered
mean,
into
there's
town.
a certain Harrismon running through the halls looking frantic, looking for something.
Jace just says, yeah, he went to town. He went to souvenir or something. He used to do that when he was a pup, pick up a place every town we stopped in.
Oh, I see.
Which was really annoying because I had to carry it mostly.
Oh. Well, at least carrying souvenirs won't be a problem for you anymore, I don't think.
No, but we're also not traveling consistently with no place for him to put all those things except for around his little bed.
True.
Which was adorable. I have pictures. He would murder me if I shared any of those pictures. So I'm totally going to share those pictures later.
I'm intrigued. Actually, Jace, I suppose I do have a question for you regarding Azure.
What's that?
Does he have a favorite food?
Yeah, sure. What's your favorite food?
Ranch on rice, of course.
Oh, ranch and rice. Had it in this one town. Never got over it.
Ranch and rice?
Yeah, don't tell him there's green stuff in it.
Kotora is going to rub his chin and nods. Okay. I mean, I guess I accidentally got half of that down. Oh well. I guess.
You should get back sooner or later.
Hopefully. Also, Kotora is going to look over where Fogger is doing his thing. Fogger, what the heck are you doing?
I don't know if Kotora knows it's Fulgur yet, but
Okay. I'll just say, Arcus, what the heck are you doing?
He stops once he gets into the kitchen doorway again. Where's Asher?
He apparently went to town to buy souvenirs.
And Folker's out the door.
Let him know breakfast is ready if you find him.
Their rule about running off.
Can you do me a favor, Kotora, and maybe just put some to the side for Asher? Wonder how much I can eat now that I'm like huge.
Kotora is going to not. I was planning to do that either way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Jace goes back to eating because now he's curious how much he needs to eat as a larger creature or as a huge creature.
Yeah.
So do I need to do another investigation check to look for the Asher?
We'll go before you do an investigation check, give me a raw logic.
Hey, what?
A straight logic roll.
Mind?
You
My
mean
logic-
lore? Like,
Because logic is an expertise.
yeah, you can't really ask for that. Especially because some people might not actually have a dot in that.
Which scale which scale are you referring to, Lipa?
Essentially, like if this were, say, Pathfinder or D&D, it would be a straight intelligence check that I'm asking for.
We don't really
Specifically
have
to-
those.
It depends what it's relating to. Like, are you talking about something relating to memory, like remembering what someone might like get up to?
I think he's talking more about making a logical conclusion based on knowledges that they already possess, which
Yeah.
would
I mean, if it's based on
Insight,
a
I
person, then
guess.
probably lore or maybe insight.
Yeah, but I have to
lore
say
or
probably.
insight.
Yeah, I would say inside myself.
Yeah, let's go with insight then.
Because an insight would be like a pretty decent check to go, hey, what would this person have done most likely?
Same amount of dice as earlier.
But yeah, we don't really have something where it's like a base stat roll. Instead, it just kind of depends about what skill.
Oh boy, today's a day.
I'm so sorry,
Today's the
Gimund.
day.
That is just... There's...
You could try a body roll, I
Hey,
guess.
yeah, I have one more.
Yeah, even my luck is mediocre.
Yeah, I'll do a body.
Well, while you're figuring that out, there are two quick dev questions that I have since Era and Tal are here.
Oh no.
We never actually came up with skills to resist spite and anxiety.
Oh yeah, true.
Anxiety and could be another integrity one.
Insight?
So looking over
Insight, integrity.
insight, should be one for sure, probably.
Maybe
Maybe
insight
presence.
and appraisal for anxiety. Appraisal for, determining if the situation is as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Yep. Burn and Frostbite both go off of integrity as one of their things, so I don't know if we want to keep that the same or if it's we want to spread it out a little bit.
I'd rather spread it out.
Appraisal
in that
insight should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, appraisal and insight. That's good.
was the other
For
I was
spite-
thinking, just random suggestion, presence for one of them to just be, I know who I am.
I think we use presence a lot.
We kind
Yeah.
of do.
Well, the presence is more popular for feats, but yeah. Presence is a very popular feat skill. For spite,
Oof.
Etiquette?
Etiquette could work.
etiquette would be a good one.
Because that's reducing anger in yourself. We could stretch and go with deception. I don't think deception's used that much if we really wanted to. I don't know if we have a really strong second persuasion. Persuade
Yeah,
yourself to be less
that's-
angry.
Well, spite is something that someone else applies to you, like in a stack thing, not an intensity thing.
I like etiquette for sure.
Yeah, so because it's about getting rid of someone else's like spite on you,
Which could also be
maybe
for that, yeah.
subterfuge in order to try and like sneak it past.
I like it.
Not a whole lot of good options, but you know, should be decent.
We can always adjust.
That we can.
It was 4 logic investigation enough to find the elusive Asher.
Eventually,
Wait, insight. But yeah.
Eventually, through some trials and tribulations and finishing off your plate and somehow getting talked into buying a hat that says catfish catfish fear me, dogfish love me. You
Another
do
one?
manage, yes, you do manage to find the Trailmon station.
Yeah, Asher's done this the last time we were going to leave a place. Just went and waited for the train.
Like you're coming through.
Yeah, you are peeking your mic something awful.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Hi, Asher.
Still a bit of peeking. I think that was hi, Asher.
Yes, it was high
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi there. What's up?
I talked to you about.
You're peeking.
You're gonna have to bring it down by an octave,
Yeah,
buddy.
you're gonna have to reduce the amount of social anxiety squeakiness because we literally can't hear you out of game.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let me get the screwdriver. I need to down tune them an octave here, guys. Hold on. There we go. See? Way better.
All right, I turned noise suppression off.
Okay, try that again.
Can I talk to you about something?
Sir, I got nothing else going on.
So, I sorry for the thing with Riv and the ranting about you in the forest, and when you've actually done a lot, and and he trails off.
Okay, you're gonna need to slow down, like, tremendously? What?
I mean, I brought up the thing, the runes to Riv, and then everything happened, and then...
Well, thank you
Yeah.
for apologizing. I think it's more Riv that needs to, for not accepting that he was not suited for it yet.
Still my fault.
I'm fairly certain that Naoki was going to bring it up either way.
Also, the others have breakfast ready.
Oh, I didn't know that they were going to cook. And he kind of lifts up the package of food that he's been eating.
I mean, God of Death stuff, I guess.
Repeat that?
He said God of Death stuff.
What about that?
You really are the God of Death, aren't you?
Yes, that's what I said.
I mean, at first I kind of thought it was kind of just a thing you were doing. But then, after the museum, I started having suspicions. And then, what you did in the ruins, well, you're the guardian of the dark area, aren't you?
That I am. So probably get back to it at some point, but I'm certain somebody's watching it.
You know how you ended up here in the first place?
There's not a lot. There were a lot of Digimon coming in incomplete. The glitches. And there's not a lot of good Digimon in the dark area that I would trust with sending here to investigate. But the only way that somebody goes from the dark area to here is via Digi-Egg or a summoning, and I couldn't exactly just... Well, it's not like there's any temples to me. Not many people like death.
I see. So, then you mentioned it yourself, but if you're here, then who's doing your job currently down there?
I do have some trusted individuals that are protecting things, and they're currently doing the work that I did. Like, there's this one, he's a Cerberusmon. His name is Ido. He does a great job guarding the gate.
That's good.
Actually, I guess I should have said Black Galgamon. Retcon that.
He who peanut moment.
Black Galgamon, then?
Yes. There's a lot that are down there doing it. I can't stay here forever, but gotta get to the bottom of what's going on because, well, doesn't seem like you guys are figuring it out yourselves. No offense. I don't know what the other gods are doing, but they're clearly not doing anything.
Wait. So, then are you sort of like an original guardian, like the Queen Celine you met?
No. I am not like the Guardians, no. I've existed since, well, basically the dawn of everything. The first time a Digimon died, I came into existence.
So, who are these other Digimon gods then?
I mean, there's quite a few of them. I might get into it a bit later. Translation, like Paul will have to give me a list.
I was about to make the furious typing joke. The furious player to GM typing in the background. What are the gods? What are the gods? What are the gods? Well, there's this god and this god and this god and this. That's enough. That's fine. You'll do. Here. Don't need to hear me pour a soda.
Yeah. I can probably imagine there's a lot.
There's certainly a lot of temples to them in the city. And not a single one to me. At least I had those ruins, kind of. Sort of.
Really? Ruins?
The ones we just went through?
Ah.
There were... You might not have noticed, but I did have... There was a lot of dedication in there to me. As is fitting.
I mean, that would make sense, given Tomb, Death God, proper things. You know, in the Corey, there's a tomb among the tundra that me and Arcus explored once. It was a relatively small one. It was smaller than the one you guys just went through. And
Perhaps they
Volker's
have
just
some.
Yes. It would probably be a good idea for me to tell you what I was originally before I ended up in Arcus's body.
Asher just makes a gesture. Go on.
Volker's then gonna scratch the back of his head and then say, I was a Lukomon.
Did you say Lugamon? Like Haboku?
No, he said Blukomon. I will share an image of it in DAH.
It's also called Blukamon and
Yeah. There's two different ways of saying it.
Oh, Digimon.
Blue Ice Dragon. And
oh, Digimon, I love you, but holy crap, you have zero consistency.
Really
go.
doesn't.
yeah.
Digimon's what happens when fan artists get to Pokemon and several other franchises and merge them.
Yep.
Well, it's really tiny, but there you go, stream.
It's the dragon that's actually supposed to be an ice dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can blame the English localizations for that. They are inconsistent as heck.
Also,
It's
fun
not even
fact,
localization.
somebody literally just commissioned a TF into this. Like, they literally paid the invoice at the beginning of this recording. Or this session.
Nice.
Hey, Gimund, could you write down what the name of this Digimon is?
Also, I'm 100% convinced that Digimon doesn't actually know what a dragon is and keeps on guessing.
Oh, Blukomon. Okay.
Or Bulukomon is the other spelling.
I'm gonna go with Blukomon. That sounds that so that we don't like mistake it for Lugamon.
Very
Yeah, that should come up bigger. I just grabbed the image they sent as a reference.
Cute.
It's basically
it's the same thing. It's just upscaled.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just upscaled. Yeah.
All right, then. That's a nice design.
Yeah. Yes, it is a nice design.
Yes.
And we're going to put you in the closet.
Bad girl.
Put the ST in the closet. All right, so what are we doing for the rest of the night, gentlemen? That one's going to live there now.
Are we putting him in the timeout well?
No, we need them to be able to escape, unfortunately.
Anyways. Well, that's very, what did you do before you two became this?
Explore the quarry together? For ruins. Basically, we just wanted to explore.
I can understand that desire.
Yeah. That small tomb I mentioned is something we found as well. Should we go back for breakfast?
Well, like I said, I kind of have already eaten.
Ah,
Well, am in the process of eating.
maybe they could save it as leftovers for you later. I'm gonna go tell the others where you're at, though. Okay?
Sounds good. I'm just here waiting for the train.
Uh-huh. And Folger's gonna, go back to the inn.
By the time Folger gets back to the end, the potatoes are room temperature grilled potatoes.
Well, what's left of them? How much should I roll for how much Haboku eats?
Oh, are we rolling for how much people eat?
Yeah.
Pretty sure Jace could eat the inn.
Don't tempt him.
Well, generally, that would be an integrity.
Okay,
Integrity
to me.
Integrity to eat the inn.
I think it says something to the amount of times that people try and overeat in these games that we have a dedicated skill that we already know represents overeating and how much you can eat.
I need to give Kotora that skill.
It's just integrity.
Damn, that's a lot of ones.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know
happy
what's...
with that.
The dice today are,
I'm just
angry.
willpowering.
Willpowering for that? Really?
I mean, what else is there really going to use it on?
It's
Let's be fair.
11:13
Jace,
p.m.
you are
What?
the only person at this table I am not going to ask to make an integrity check to see if you can eat it.
Okay, never mind then. It's not needed.
These onigiri are basically the size of kibble bits for you.
Now I
I'm
got
just
just bacon
imag-
stuck in my head.
I'm just imagining that Jace is still outside the inn and just his mouth is poking through the door and it's just open and people are just shoving food in.
He did actually minimize himself, but that's a funny mental image.
I know he minimized
Oh, well.
himself, but I'm saying after he's eaten all of this.
Ah.
He ate enough to re-maximize.
So what does this
Is that,
give me?
Or is that Mario mushroom sound effect?
Cheddar.
Haboku, you were able to eat through pretty much everything that Kotora had set aside for you. Your stomach is complaining, but not from being full.
Stomach? What's that? If he eats enough, maybe he'll body will feel like it has organs again.
Confirmed Haboku is just a hole.
Are you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is Haboku freaking hollow? Is he a taxidermy?
I just said
No,
he's
he
a
has
hole.
some flesh his side of him.
Oh, he's a Kirby. I see.
Something has to keep the spirit active. It's one way of doing that.
Fogger, so did you end up finding Asher?
And I don't know if Volker's back yet.
I mean, didn't Lightbot say that you'd return to the inn?
Yeah, I said by the time you get back to the inn, the potatoes are room temperature potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it. Asher. He's at the train station.
Is he coming for breakfast?
He didn't know there was breakfast, so he got his own.
Suddenly the ears on what you may call it on Kotora's pal go down. Oh, I see. Okay, I guess I'll save this for him later. For later.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
But Kotora is sounding upset.
Volker's gonna point at the mountain of food where Volker's was.
so what's up with this?
Or you've never seen that plate before in your life.
Kotora blinks. I didn't make that.
I feel like this is too much food.
I'll take whatever you don't eat. It's fine.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Mr. Digimon made it for us as thanks for me cooking for him for a bit. Kotora shrugs.
Mr. Vegemon?
He was the cook of the inn.
Oh.
And then Volker's just gonna move his plate over to Jace.
Jay shrugs, same verse, second verse, same as the first.
I'm sorry, Fogger. I didn't know you were awake. I would have made something specially for you if I had known. I just made onigiri for everybody.
Onigiri? What's that?
Kotora is gonna show the rice bowl to Fogger. This is what we've been eating. It's a rice ball, but it's filled with stuff.
Okay.
I didn't
We weren't eating
know
donuts then?
I didn't know this was... I thought that was my breakfast. I didn't know this was...
And then Volker's gonna take the rice ball.
I feel like Arcus would go crazy over this.
You think?
Volker nods.
He loves rice.
Oh. Okay, good to know. I have. Do you know if he likes rice with anything else?
Well, apparently given from the sleepwalk episode he had. Probably fish.
Oh. Oh, that's perfect then. Usually onigiri are stuffed with fish. I can just make him a traditional one the next time he's awake.
And then Volker's gonna try the rice ball. Also, yes, he is still wearing that hat. Somehow. I kind of forgot about it.
Kotora is not questioning the hat. He's just happy that Fogger is enjoying the onigiri. from the roll that I had earlier, I think the rice roll is I think the rice rolls are delicious.
Well, Folger's enjoying them, especially because it's a cold one.
Yeah.
Haboku is most likely sprawled over his empty tray.
Pushes a single potato in front of him.
He happily noms it.
I thought I was bad. He's addicted to everything. I'm just addicted to bread. I'm not addicted to bread. That's a lie.
I mean, there is a wolf at the table, so.
Damn it, now I'm hungry.
I'm just lucky that I finally have food today.
Fair.
I'm actively eating
I have
it.
Vyvanse, I don't have food.
It is too late to eat food at the moment.
I could ruin a bunch of people's nights with one phrase.
Question: Did Kotora make toast?
No, it was exclusively onigiri, sadly.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
Volker was gonna give toast to Jace.
Oh well. Maybe
What's
next
the
time.
extra plate for, by the way, Kotora?
Huh?
The extra plate that Kotora made.
Yeah, I was actually getting to that. Now that after Kotra finishes eating his part, he's going to whatchamacallit. Hey guys, so we're going to be leaving. We're probably going to be leaving pretty soon. I'm going to go do something at the town real quick. I'll be back in a moment.
Sorry, I brought up
All
a
right.
meme of Haboku.
Oh,
I also posted in the group chat, but yeah, you know, it's a classic one. Dog in a car, still hungry. You've had breakfast. Want more breakfast. You'll get fat. What's fat? It's what happens when you eat too much food. Fat sounds awesome. Let's get fat.
Sounds awesome. Let's get fat.
I mean, I think Kotra is already there, but well.
So just to put this out there, never put us in front of a dungeon of unlimited food, because I have a feeling that this party actually would not survive it.
Note to self: fighting Foodon's dungeon.
The kingdom of food.
I mean, knowing Digimon, it's
Damn, I
probably
didn't
not.
know you wanted us to commit a genocide.
We can find Candy Island.
Well, hang on. No, there is the... So we've got the Vegemon, who's an aubergine. I know there's a hamburger Digimon.
Yes,
Burgermon,
there
yeah.
is.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a Burgermon.
Yeah, Toshime used to play
Him.
one.
Yep,
Brioche.
brioche.
By the way,
Pretty-
at my old job, that was the one character name that ever made one of my coworkers laugh. A Burgermon named Brioche.
There's apparently also a Potatomon or Potamon.
Burgermon, Burgermon champion version, Torikara Balemon, which is a bread bird. Shortmon, which is a strawberry shortcake. Shamblemon, which I'm pretty sure is just a mushroom, but its label is a food type Digimon. Ebby Burgermon and Potatomon.
Yeah.
I don't know what's with what it is with, you know, Pokemon and Digimon and making food into critters.
To be fair, to be fair, the Digimon that are food related are just use their thingies they just use their thingies as abilities, but they're not actually food. They just resemble it. The Pokemon actually look like food.
Yeah, apparently the Digimon just put on a hat and become those things.
Yeah.
Except for the short one. I'm pretty sure his head is actually a strawberry shortcake.
I mean, just look at all the Agumon variants. There's so many hats.
No, potato one's
Right,
actually made
then.
out of potato.
Anyway,
But yeah,
so Cole was,
yeah. Kotora is gonna go do something. He's gonna take those extra onigiri with him. Yeah, he's going to pay a visit to the imprisoned Warmon.
she's laying on her back at the bottom of her cage, all limbs sprawled.
Kotora is going to whatchamacallit, pass his finger through across the bars to make a noise to get her attention.
What?
Hey there.
She doesn't even roll over. She just looks at you.
Are you hungry by any chance?
You can hear her stomach growling. No.
Kotora is going to chuckle a little bit. I have some extra that were left over from when we and my group finished breakfast.
Good for you.
Kotora is going to bring out the onigiri and show it to her.
She doesn't say anything, but her stomach growls loud enough that some of the passersby look a little nervous.
I could give you one of these. Would you like one?
What's the catch?
Say please.
It looks like that math meme, but with an upside down Wormmon.
You do realize that could be construed as you wanting them to beg for food, right?
Yes, it could be, but that's not what Kotora is doing. Remember the context of our last conversation with her.
I might be in a cage, but I'm not into that.
Kotora tilts his head. Huh?
I don't beg nobody for nothing.
Kotora is going to rub his chin. Same places in begging.
You're pretty sure her stomach growls again.
I'm just asking you for you. I'm just asking you to for you to ask for it nicely.
This is torture.
Kotora is going to what you may call it, squint his eyes. Really?
This is psychological torture.
Hmm. Is that so? So, are you like incapable of saying the word?
She sits there, or she lays there in sullen silence.
Hmm. Kotora is going to ponder for a moment. He is going to what you may call it. He's going to go ahead and put one of the onigiri inside of her cage.
You the most ravenous looking Roman you've ever seen.
While still on her back, she inchworms her way across the cage and sniffs at it.
Kotora gives a smile. The others thought they were delicious. Hopefully you like it.
She starts nibbling the onigiri. It's about as big as her head, really, so just the one is probably going to take her a little bit.
Fair. Kotora is going to watch.
The Galmon guarding her reaches for one of the onigiri while you're distracted.
Kotora is going to slap the reaching hand.
You're getting the puppy eyes now.
Kotora is going to look at the Galmon.
Please?
Hmm. Okay. I can give you one. And Kotora has over one onigiri.
The Galmon whoops for joy, takes the onigiri in both paws, shoves it into his mouth, and runs off. The Wormmon mumbles something, but you can't make it out over the sound of her eating the onigiri she's still working on. It doesn't sound complimentary.
Fair. No, yeah, Kotora is going to wait until she finishes that onigiri.
She actually doesn't quite finish it.
Ah,
At a certain point, it looks like she's just eaten her fill.
oh. I guess Warmum is really small.
She got a good portion of the onigiri down, more than you would have thought for a Digimon her size.
So how was it?
I don't know what poison you used, but I will die in peace now.
Kotora chuckles. You can't just say that you enjoyed it, right?
Die in peace.
Well, you could die. You could die in peace, or you could, oh, whatchamacallit, get another one. I did made a lot of them.
She just scowls.
Hmm. Kotora is going to shrug at the scowl. Well, I guess you don't want it then.
I don't beg.
You don't need to beg to ask nicely, you know. There's a difference between the two.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you have asked nicely to the people that you were demanding food yesterday, they probably some of them may have actually given to you.
People don't just give you things. You have to do stuff for them.
I mean, yeah, you do have to work to get stuff, but some people do just are generous like that. I mean, I just gave you that onigiri, didn't I?
You know, it's impressive that she can snort considering she doesn't actually have a nose.
Hmm. I suppose I just I sup- You know, I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this. I just thought that I just thought that didn't want to exactly what didn't want exactly wanted to see a a hungry Digimon go hungry. If I could do something about it.
She starts rolling back and forth to start the cage rocking.
Eh, it's just some food for thought. Okay. Not entirely sure how long you're going to stay there. I mean, you did do some. You did do. You did. You were terrorizing the town earlier, but I mean, I suppose they will let you out eventually.
Not like I can do anything now.
Well, You do seem to have a mentality to do hard work. I think you'll eventually reach an evolution again.
You into it, Cinnamon, and see how motivated you are.
Say that again.
She mutters, turn you back into a Sunamon and see how motivated you are.
Kotora is going to nod. No, yeah, I can imagine you're upset about that.
I was awesome. I could get stuff. And now I'm in a cage. And I suck. Again.
To be fair, you weren't getting much stuff yesterday other than a beating.
Audience, at this point, you can see the ellipsis. She crosses all of her limbs, grumpily, still on her back. Told you, this is psychological torture.
No, I was just being blunt. But well, just saying. Maybe just try to not demand food from others like that again. I think maybe you'll be able to. Maybe things won't go as bad for you. Maybe things won't go as bad for you next time.
He resumes muttering, but it's nothing actually coherent.
Fair. Kotora is going to lead the rest of the onigiri. He's gonna push them inside of the cage, and he's just going to get ready to leave now.
Time to wait for the train to arrive.
Yeah.
As you guys get to the train station, around the same time, the other team from the DH also reaches the train station. Naoki has very deep circles under her eyes. Almost worse than Riv.
Oh dear.
Oh, somebody spent all night studying for no good reason. Got it.
Was that out loud or?
Yes.
No, I was getting a report ready. We've got all these audits coming up when we get back.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the audits didn't. At this point, the Bearmon looks a little bit panicked and blushes as he starts digging through his satchel.
What?
Oh dear.
Wait. What are these audits, and how do you know that? How do you know that right now, that Naoki?
She just jerks a claw at Kuma, who has finally managed to pull a packet of papers out of his satchel and looks from one of you to the other to try to figure out who the paperwork expert in your group is.
Points at Riv.
Paperwork expert tired looking too.
Kotora,
Oh, no.
Riva at the moment is being carried by Kotora.
I guess I could. Was this something you were supposed to hand us when you first found us, by the way?
The Bearmon looks a little embarrassed and sheepishly hands over the packet.
Are there orders in that packet?
There's a title on the packet. It says expense reports.
Yeah, that's Riv's job.
He took one look at that and went, "Yep, I guess Riv is doing that."
There was that whole. Did I even spend money here? No. I could have been spending money here.
Lamau. So yeah, don't expect these to be done tonight. Rib is in no condition to be doing this. I will not allow it.
Riv is just gonna like from Kotora's back, kind of like mouth over to Jace, just trying to mouth over, sneak them to me when he's cooking.
Ace just goes, "We got 2 days back to town. He can sleep another day. It's fine."
Asher, meanwhile, when you guys show up, is currently studying and poking at the egg and looking at the data on it and figuring out what all it does.
Oh, Asher, can I borrow your gamepad for a moment?
Why?
I just want to find a file.
He squints suspiciously.
I'm not going to tamper with your Minecraft file, I promise.
Yes, but what file are you looking for?
Some of my pictures. What else?
No.
Why not?
I know what kind of pictures you've hidden on here. I will find them, and I will erase them.
Not all of the pictures on there are of you. You realize, right?
Well, yes, just the ones that are of me.
Let me have the tablet.
No.
Why not?
Because you're not bringing those pictures up.
Why not?
Why would I let you share anything embarrassing?
They're not all embarrassing.
Then what are you looking for?
Some of the nicer pictures.
Of?
Well, us.
Doing?
Us things. We did a lot of things. Depends on which one of us I find first. You were being very, very stubborn about this.
And how many times have you threatened to bring up embarrassing pictures?
Oh, all the time. It's a father's job.
Yes, so no.
Man, you should have met my father. I'm glad my hometown burned down. Well, not glad it burned down, but I'm glad those pictures are gone.
I will find them and I will destroy them.
Nah, you won't.
Okay. In the middle of the conversation, Kotora is going to approach Asher and just going to hand him over a bag with some onigiri without fanfare, and then and then go back to where he was standing.
Oh, thank you. No, you may not look at it.
Can I at least play a game?
I don't trust you. And especially not when you're that big. Or with those giant claws. You'll destroy
I've
it.
always had these giant claws. But he just
He
called my
always-
hands fat.
He has always had giant claws, though.
Goes back to being medium. Does not stay medium. Too much food.
I'm not even certain how we're going to get you on the train.
He shrugs.
Oh no, that quote.
Jace, are you sure you can't go back to being a Gilmore at least while we're in the train? Because this is a 2-day trip.
Oh, God, Blue Bat.
Oh my.
What the heck? Lamau.
Oh, hey, look, a Trailmon.
Wow, quote bot. Wow. Just wow. Okay.
Sentient quotes.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow, this video got demonetized in a hurry.
This video is monetized?
What do you mean in a hurry? We're like 3 hours into it.
We have 1,200 quotes on here. And the fact that this often a quote is brought up that is entirely sentient either says a lot about how consistent we are at what we say, or it actually has something going on there.
I was going to say it says more about the sort of topics we constantly bring up to get quoted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are so topical sometimes. I mean, look at that quote.
True.
Yeah,
That is
I have
uncomfortable.
so many quotes that are, questionable on, out of context. They are incredibly inappropriate, Even sexual in nature like that. And yet, we're talking about Asher to Chase, who is Asher's dad, and it comes up with that of all the quotes.
Yep.
In
Also,
response to
yeah,
Jake
Jace kind of
Paws.
just has that lurid picture in his bag.
Yeah, that picture's not coming out anytime soon.
Actually, didn't
Also-
it fall out and Asher took it?
I mean, I don't remember.
We'll have
Yeah.
to check the instant replay. Oh, look, a Trailmon
Yeah.
pulls
Al-
into the
also-
station.
Also, before we got into that entire conversation, that I was actually saying something in character. Jace, are you sure you can't go back to being a gamer while we're in the train? This is a 2-day trip.
It should be fine. I can fit in one car by myself. Looks
That's
back at Tail. Maybe.
That's a problem.
Well, I
I
guess
understand.
you're treating him like luggage.
There was a flatbed car at the back of the Trailmon.
I'm afraid if I go back to Gilmon, I won't be able to come back.
Okay, fair enough.
I can
just-
put the data back in you.
You know what? No, Jace, stay like that. You can just take a whole car for yourself. It's fine, I suppose.
Only one that has nothing else in it.
Let's get on the train, Mon. Come on.
Sure.
Yeah. Volker's going in and looking for a spot that has the least amount of people he doesn't know.
Well, they gotta have sleeper cars, right? So just occupy some sleeper cars for yourselves. Jace will figure himself out. Maybe.
Honestly, not many people are getting on at this stop. Most of the
Fair.
refugees are locals. Where are they going to go?
Fair.
The fuck away from here.
Yeah, I would. Jace already did that, actually. Why are
I
you
was gonna say,
staying?
your character already did
Leave.
that.
I mean, nobody's getting off the Trailmon either, but There aren't that many
Who
people
will?
on the Trailmon. It's still pretty early in the morning.
Poor Talon.
A
Yeah, this one
generous
seems to-
bestowal.
This one seems to be enjoying
Gimund
himself.
underscore tipped $20.
It's all about the
Get
journey,
out of
man.
Forest Fund.
Thank you so much for that tip, Gimund. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you, everybody.
Hey.
Time to figure out what the miserable pile of secrets is.
Yep. Is it me?
There's only one secret about you, and it's tail.
I don't think that's a secret.
That's not a secret. That's a billboard.
But what is it a billboard for?
Tail.
Tail.
Wine glasses, clearly. Shh. No, that's for future things.
And
Should I
stuff?
be concerned?
No. Yes.
Why would you say it like that?
You didn't hear anything.
So yes, Trailmon.
Once we're on the Trailmon, Folker's gonna ask Riv if he has any of the magic books still.
Are you asking Riv that?
Yeah.
Riv's gonna blink a bit and go, "Oh yeah, I still got a good few actually. You had the ice and water magic one, right?"
Yeah. You have one more, general?
Yeah. I was just for the other one. Okay, so I have one about enchanting, but I was gonna be reading that. So, there's also alchemy, lightning and thunder. I have that one too. One for healing magic. I got one of those in here. The other ones kind of weren't for sale, but I was gonna buy them later.
As you guys are talking, the Trailmon starts leaving the station.
All right. So yeah, do you want the alchemy one? The lightning and thunder one? The healing one? I guess you can read the enchanting one. Just be really careful with that one because that one's dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Folker will take the enchanting one.
Marked down.
And he's gonna give back the water and electric magic books.
The water and ice one, yeah. And the electric, yeah. All right.
There's a rolling sound coming from the hallway, and you see a Kamemon tucked into her shell, apparently asleep, rolling along the corridor.
Hi, Naoki.
Folker's just gonna look at it as it passes by. Hey,
Hey. I'll be back.
and Folker's
Say hi
gonna
to
go.
Naoki for me.
Okay.
Folker's gonna go over and pick up Naoki.
Yeah,
Then
she
probably
is out cold.
take her to one of the sleeping cars.
You're pretty sure she actually came out of one. The door's open, and there are a lot of books inside. But she's not in there, obviously. You're carrying her.
Oh,
Volker's just gonna close the door and then put her in the bed and then put the covers over her.
adorable.
Then probably make sure the covers aren't loose. So she doesn't like go flying out of the the covers.
I don't know. It's a shame Asher didn't see it first, otherwise he might have just opened the back door.
You really want to go on another mission to save her?
No, the other three could verify we got her.
Yeah, but they'd
The
send us
fact she
back out.
disappeared afterwards is not our problem.
Yeah, but they'd send us back out to
Yeah.
find her.
Yeah, and I think I think Folger's just gonna stay in there and keep an eye on her while reading the book, which I should probably do an academics roll for.
Sounds like a good idea.
While you're doing that, can we get an update for what Asher is doing?
Well, he's going to continue doing what he was at the train station. He's looking over the egg, figuring out how it works, you know, probing it with his abilities.
So you remember the encryption that was around Ritsu that prevented you from being able to mess with too much of his data?
Yes.
Whatever is on this one makes that looks like a Caesar cipher.
Interesting. Well,
Wow.
otherwise, he's going to be, you know, just generally studying it, seeing what he can possibly remember or figure out of how it works. So he could potentially use it.
If you want to
Haboku
give
will
me
most likely just be
more-
hanging out there, sure.
well,
Okay, Ido, what was that?
Most likely just be hanging around now, sure.
Okay. And what do you say, Lightpaw?
give me, I don't know, I'm thinking, would you say this would be investigation, lore, or insight?
I mean, insight is my best roll, so I'll take that.
Okay, go for it. Folger too.
Wait, Folger's there?
No,
No.
Folger's.
Folger was reading a book,
Yeah.
so he made a roll about it.
If Asher wants Haboku's help, Hope, you can take 3 EXP for insight.
Asher will absolutely take Boku's help. I do not like that.
Wow. Wow. You can take well, since I haven't used any, you can take 2 HP boosts just if you want to do a body.
Yeah. You said 2?
Yeah.
I'll put 1 in as well.
What's are prevalent today?
Yeah. Well, technically, you could use willpower if you're willing to.
Sure.
That gives us our
2
boost
days,
dice
well,
back.
Okay.
Or 3 boost dice, whatever.
That's better.
Hey!
That's a lot better.
Yeah, I'll sold the 1.
And hello, Enja.
Hi, Diddy.
IDD.
Rare TT.
Mm. I'm gonna use 2 boost body. I am or Asher, rather, is very curious. I already know what it is and stuff, but, you know, Asher is.
Ooh, damn, it paid off.
It
Nice.
did. You know what? We're on here for 2 days. I'm gonna go for a lot. I'm gonna vigor boost. Or vigor overcharge. Make them 9s explode.
Niner.
Still a +2. So, 14.
Sure, you need to dig real deep for this, but you eventually recall that these things used to be around and that they enabled certain Digimon to digivolve into temporary forms that were somewhat stronger, but not fully. But you were not quite able to get the full mechanics of how they work. By the time most Digimon end up in your domain, Digivolution wasn't exactly on their to-do list.
Fair enough.
But you are able to figure out that there is some way of the Digimon tapping into the power that the egg represents. You just don't know how it works.
Well then, he shall be experimenting. Surely nothing can go wrong when, you know, he could potentially wind up becoming, you know, huge. But that's basically all he's going to be doing during the trip back to town, because, you know, not a whole lot else to do. So after he, you know, gets through that, he's going to be like, oh, right, I got you a thing, Boku. And he's pulling out the collar.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, you're my minion, so you should have a collar.
Oh. Oh. Okay. We'll tilt his head at it a bit. Can you tell that he's never won one of those before?
What was that?
You can tell he's never worn one before. Or at least doesn't remember wearing one.
Well, let's see if it fits. And he's gonna try putting it on.
Let him. Light ball.
Yeet. It's a very nice collar.
Does it fit?
Oh yeah, it's adjustable.
Yeah. By the way, as Azure finishes putting it on, Haboku feels very happy and his tail just starts wagging.
There. Looks good. Now, let's see if we can make this thing work. And yeah, I think that's basically all that, or at least that's all that I've got planned for Asher for the trip.
Yep, and Haboku will be helping Asher wherever he can.
Okay, and we know what Riv's doing. Kotora.
I mean, there is the actual question of if Jace actually gives or tries to sneak Riv the paperwork that's supposed to be done.
Not on day 1, on day 2.
Okay.
Day 1, if you don't sleep, Jace will just lay on you. You're going to sleep.
We're experiencing mandatory sleep. Thank you for cooperating.
I guess important question. Did our breakfast count as a good meal?
Yes.
All right, cool. I get to subtract 1 additional exhaustion.
So how much exhaustion do you have after 1 day?
At the end of the first day, I would recover an additional 4 in addition to that good meal. So clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd still be at 9 exhaustion on day 2.
Okay, what you may call it? Take 4 more. I am taking 4 of those away from you. With your burden is mine.
Cool.
Get fwammed, idiot.
I know, right?
It's so it begins.
This isn't Friday.
I'm pretty
Fwam
sure
Wars are
Riv
not
is
active.
banned from picking that up, to be fair.
Yes.
Riv taking on other people's exhaustion, I think the party would like actually tie him down until he removed it from his sheet.
Kotora would tie him down until he removed him from his sheet.
I was about to say, are we tying Riv down or are we tying Tal down? Because both of these are plausible.
I'm just
Daisy,
wondering how...
I think he meant what he said.
I'm just wondering how exactly form looks like in universe.
You get close to him, your arm extended. You focus on his vital life force.
Then you give him a nice hug. The end.
Yeah, that actually sounds like something Kotora would do.
I mean, for the purposes of this trip, you are just spending an intense amount of time nursing, essentially.
Yeah. Kotora will actually bring Rib the paperwork himself once he actually sees that Rib is at a good amount of exhaustion.
No amount of exhaustion is a good amount of exhaustion.
Relative for Riv.
Relative. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Riv will probably do it after like lunch of day 2. That way he'll not be taking an exhaustion penalty at least.
Good idea.
And
So,
yeah,
yeah,
this is a
Yeah, Kotora is probably just taking care of Rib when he's not cooking or reading one of his cookbooks.
okie dokie. Fulgur obviously is able to understand the absolute heck out of that book. I will get back to you on what that translates to after the session. We have that note.
He's also keeping an eye on Naoki to make sure we don't have any more flying tortoise hazards.
I mean, she wasn't
Oh,
flying. She was just, blue shelling a little bit.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I mean, have you ever tried to use a trackball mouse on a train?
Nope.
The thing just goes all over the desk.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, and the paperwork is a full audit that appears to be expense reports, asking for receipts and itemized lists and all kinds of fun things. Where you've been, what you've been doing. It looks like tax forms. It feels like tax forms. It even smells like tax forms.
It's a good thing that Riv looks a good bit like an accountant.
Indeed.
And I think that just leaves Jace. What are you up to during this trip?
Yes, I was muted. No, I was not talking. Sorry. Body is being angry at me and I'm in a lot of pain suddenly, so was trying to deal with it. Jace is just gonna hang around and play guitar. Not to be generic, but he'll just chill somewhere with his guitar because that's peace and quiet. And it's not like he's going to be doing very much else.
Jace just has a car all to himself for whenever he's not able to minimize.
It only becomes a problem when he goes to sleep and he realizes exactly how big a cart is.
This poor Trailmon.
Oh no?
Yeah, I don't know. What was that about?
Nothing.
Okay.
Now I'm very worried, but all right. An oh no followed by a nothing. The worst things that you can hear.
Everything is going to be all right.
Me worriedly looking at the influences now.
There is
Yeah.
no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no wall in Ba Sing Se.
I'm just doing a bit of work on the document while I'm not in the scene and stuff. So, and I made a small oops.
Oh,
Thankfully, Control Z exists.
thankfully.
Ooh.
I am very concerned by that DM.
You shouldn't be.
Hold on. Let me find let me find partition. I know Key posted it somewhere. Just gotta find it. Oh no, where is it?
Does anybody go to check on the rest of Team C, or just babysitting the sleeping turtle?
Folger's babysitting the sleeping turtle while reading.
I guess we as well helping Asher. Haboku might keep an eye out for them, but really not that much else.
Yeah. I mean, Kotora will probably have subtitles when he's not watching Riv. He might look at them, but probably not a lot. Go and pay them a visit.
Okay. The Buraimon has his own compartment where he is mostly sharpening his swords, checking on his fishing pole. That's not a euphemism. He's actually doing maintenance on the fishing pole.
Why
I would
you...
never assume a euphemism for him when fishing exists as an answer.
Yeah. Why would you bring attention to that?
Because I know some of the people in the audience.
Fair enough.
He actually seems to be taking better care of the fishing equipment than he is his own hat.
Is the hat like disheveled looking?
A little bit frayed. He doesn't seem concerned.
Are things going all right there?
Oh yeah, I was able to get some good fish in that forest. Excellent fish. Didn't get to eat any of them, but they were excellent fish.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
How many-
that's how it goes sometimes.
How many did you caught?
Oh man, you wouldn't believe. And he goes on a 3-hour tangent talking about all of the fish he caught, most of which he just released back.
So he's talking to the right person for that because they've got to practice with Riv.
Yes, actually. Kotora just is just listening for a while. He will eventually. Once the Buramon has actually done talking, Kotora is going to ask him, "Do you like? Do you like fishing just for the sake of the sport, or do you actually eat the fish at some point?"
I mean, if they're big enough, but you know, you gotta let them go if they're not big enough.
True.
Ain't no challenging it otherwise.
How do you like
Plus-
to cook the fish?
Oh, I usually just grill them.
Ah,
Find a nice spit, put them over the fire. Does wonders.
if you bring me a fish that you have caught one of these days, I could show you different ways to cook a fish.
Oh, I know plenty of ways to cook a fish. I just like the fish taste.
Hmm.
Just something about a grilled fish. I love the taste. I love the texture. Hate all the
Okay,
little
fair enough.
bones.
Okay, fair enough. Grilled fish is your favorite then. I will keep that in mind.
He sighs wistfully, and you can very clearly see he's imagining some really good fish that he probably had at some point.
That almost 3 hour lecture of all the fish that you've caught was very entertaining. Thank you, thanks a lot.
Huh? Oh yeah, anytime.
Kotora nods and he's going to take his leave.
As you cross past the next room, you can see the Banjo Leomon looking like he has been bored to death. Possibly eavesdropping.
Is something the matter?
I hate trains.
Why?
There's just nothing to do.
Do you not have any activities to do in idle time?
Pretty much just do what the other guys usually want to do, but Kuma's off doing paperwork. And
Katexu is just Katexu will just finish giving me a lecture about fish.
yeah, I heard.
Can't exactly fish in the middle of a train.
Nope. It's all right while he's fishing, but when you can't actually fish, the tails get a little bit tall.
Fair. I don't know. Do you like reading or something?
It's usually just walking and training that I do.
I see.
Can't really do either on the train. Ironic.
Kotora is going to chuckle at that. Maybe you'd like to talk about of what you do when you train. I'd be happy to listen.
It's just. He gives that blank expression that people give when they are trying very hard to try to put into words things that they do by instinct.
Ah.
You even see his arms twitch as he tries to to figure out how to phrase it. And you kind of like you just. I mean, I kind of just train and
I guess you're just gonna have to show me whenever you actually can do it.
yeah, there's a couple good spots back in Kinzo.
Oh yeah. There's a training area in the HQ itself, but I heard there's also some places around the town that are nice like that.
Couple. I've checked them out a time or two.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a pretty great one run by Akutamon.
Haboku can confirm.
Indeed. Hmm. Maybe once we actually get back to town, you could show me some of the places. I haven't actually been able to be in there to those myself. The when I haven't been in Kenzo all that long.
Yeah, sure. I don't. I never mind going to the dojo with partners.
Kotora gives a thumbs up.
Kuma and Katetsu both like coming along, though usually Kuma just does paperwork in the corner. I don't know
Really?
why he comes, actually.
Kotora is gonna tilt his head. I wonder. Oh well.
Yeah, it's just a him thing, I think.
Actually, where is he at the moment?
Dining car?
Oh, fair enough. It may actually be almost time. It may actually be almost time for dinner or lunch. I haven't checked the time.
The Leomon just kind of tilts his head back and looks out the window. Brunch.
Oh, it's that early. Okay. Ooh.
Lunch, supper? I don't know. It's that early afternoon one that some people eat. I usually only get the 2 meals a day.
Oh. Really now?
Yep, breakfast and post training.
How many times do you train during your day? Or for how long, rather?
You could see his head kind of tilt to the side. Most of it, usually. If I'm not on a mission, anyway.
I see. Interesting. And what do you usually like eating afterwards?
He makes the deep, satisfied growl as he starts describing various eateries around the town, and you think you might have picked up on another hobby of his.
Eating food? Oh boy.
Nothing else that'll endear him to Kotora. Apparently half the party, considering the beginning of the session.
Indeed. Kotora is listening intently.
But not Fulgur, because pretty much every place he's describing is either a barbecue place, a hibachi place, or something very similar where the food is prepared and brought to you very, very hot.
Kotora is enjoying these mental images. Oh, I need to see. I need to see these places myself. I could probably learn how to. I could probably learn how to cook some of this stuff, or see how they do them if I already have.
Yeah, some of these places, I mean, these places are great. You should. Oh, man. Some of them, oh, there's a fire mod. Oh, you just got to try it. No, you just trust me. There's a 10 alarm chili at this place.
Kotora nods rapidly. Definitely. Once we get to Kenzo, I'm getting a map so that you can tell me where all these places is. I need to visit them all.
Yeah, he looks very excited about the idea of eating all of that food again.
We can probably move on to somebody else now if anybody else wants to interact with some of the NPCs.
I still got to make the roll for doing our taxes.
Do those taxes, Riv. Do them.
What even would that be?
At the very least, it's probably going to involve an etiquette check, because etiquette is also used for stuff like contracts. So maybe
Yeah.
academics or etiquette or things like that.
I mean, since it involves things like contracts, it's definitely going to be etiquette. And this is definitely mind, because it's how much you know about really obscure, niggling details.
Lamau, that quote. There's a very recent one too.
True. It is.
God damn it. Two conversations related to food in a row. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, what did you think was going to happen?
Indeed.
This is self-inflicted.
Very much so. I kind of do this to myself when I'm playing the food enthusiast. I'll just get something nice tomorrow.
Anyways, time to make that roll. I don't think I have any valid specialties, even in the list of the merit count ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll.
Yeah, today's dice rolls are just.
Oh, there's a lot of 9s in there, so this is Riv and paperwork. So you know.
Yeah, it's just
And
the
more
rolls in
exhaustion.
general are weird.
Look, unironically, even if he accrues this exhaustion, he'll get rid of it by the end of the day by sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Kotora did ended up having it.
And well, it isn't like I've made any other rolls this session, nor will I likely make any other rolls this session. So, first off, spend that vigor, gain that exhaustion. Body. Body again.
Yeah, but
Body a third time. Oh, that one came up blank. All right, 5, 10, 14, 17. Logic. There you go. There's our taxes.
Hooray.
Yeah, that was the auditingest audit you have ever audited.
I mean, what did you expect? This is the guy who, when he had free time, looked at the assistant that, like, basically the second in command assistant of the organization he was a part of, and went, "Hey, can I help you with your paperwork all day?" What did you? There's nothing else that could have been expected here. This is the natural course.
All right. Anything else? Anyone or anything anyone else is wanting to do before you reach Kinzo?
I guess Volker will just keep reading the book and during the 2-day journey while keeping an eye on Naoki.
What would you like me to roll for testing things out with the egg?
I'm going to treat the egg a little bit differently, at least for the first egg. I'm going to have that act as a group challenge, and I will work on mechanically how that's going to work before next session and have you roll to start it. Is that okay?
Sure. Though currently
didn't
he's
make
not involving anybody else, because, well, the only
No,
other
but,
one that has interest seemingly is Folger. Sure, Riv would, but, well,
He's busy
Riv
doing
is-
our taxes.
Yeah, but Riv is busy doing you guys' taxes. Expense reports.
he's been
Yeah.
busy being EP and taxes.
Which is
I
also
mean,
what
next time he could let you do the taxes.
which is also describing what Naoki is doing. EP and taxes. She pulled too many all-nighters in a row and sleeps pretty much the whole trip back.
I mean, if she stopped moving,
Asher is going to have a field day when he gets back.
He is going to issue vein level complaints.
Yes.
With the wrath of a god behind them.
The light pod. I guess Folger would also be bringing food to the room because if Naoki's not moving much, yeah. Also, should I roll another academics for day 2?
If you would like, yes.
I'll stick with 4. He's busy realizing he needs to take care of Naoki's food as well now.
She only really wakes up once or twice. Usually when the food is like right under her nose. And usually only long enough to eat, explain why she's sleeping, and go back to sleep. Okay. And that's pretty much going to do it for what I had planned.
Well, we can go ahead and end here.
I mean, it's around anytime anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll deduct it out of your pay.
No, I need that. This is literally my only income.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Data Anomaly Hunter's Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing some packs of cards through stream loots, picking up merch over at zgfgaming.store, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.